Didn't see you there. Hello, my name is Sheldon Hamilton, and today, Explora is going to be walking you through some quick ways to kind of put a pitch together for this climate innovation challenge that you are participating in. So we have a little activity we're going to walk you through, but first we're going to cover some bases. So thank you for joining us today, and let's jump right in. Have you ever seen an infomercial, and I guess I'll break it down in case you don't know what an infomercial is, an ad when you're scrolling through TikTok or social media, or you're on YouTube and that thing pops up that you can't skip for like the first 15 seconds. Similar to an infomercial, which would come up on the TV at like 3 in the morning when you're trying to sleep and you wake up and some guy is yelling on your screen. They all use the same format.
In Japan, the hand can be used like a knife. But this method doesn't work with a tomato. That's why we use the ginsu. It's a knife that no kitchen should be without. The ginsu can cut a slice of bread so thin you can almost see through it. It cuts meat better than an electric knife and goes through frozen food as though it were melted butter. The ginsu is so sharp it can cut through a tin can and still slice a tomato like this. It can chop wood and still remain razor sharp. What's more, it's a knife that will last forever. How much would you pay for a knife like this? Before you answer, listen. It even comes with a matching fork to make carving a pleasure. Wait, there's much, much more. We also want you to have this 6-in-1 kitchen tool. It peels and slivers carrots, peels potatoes, and slices paper-thin potato chips. This amazing little knife even grates carrots, grates cheese, and makes beautiful decorative vegetables. How much would you pay for all these items? Well, we'll even give you this set of 6 precision steak knives. The handles even match the ginsu. And to make the offer completely irresistible, you'll get this unique spiral slicer. Down and down, around and around, and you'll have a beautiful garnish for your dinner table. Now how much would you pay? You get the ginsu knife, the matching carving fork, the versatile 6-in-1 kitchen tool, a set of 6 steak knives, and the spiral slicer. You get them all, guaranteed in writing for 50 years, for only $9.95. It's the most incredible knife offer ever. Here's how to order.
Call toll-free 1-800-835-2246 or save COD charges by sending $9.95 to Ginsu, Box 6688, Chicago. You get the Ginsu knife, matching carving fork, 6-in-1 kitchen tool, 6 steak knives, and spiral slicer. This is the original Ginsu, the only knife offer with a 50-year guarantee. Don't accept imitations. Order now.
So, what are some components to these infomercials or ads that you noticed? And I'll give you some time to answer because I can't take your responses because this is pre-recorded. But take some time, think about it, talk with your buddy, teacher, parent, adult, anything. Okay, so there's 4, at least how I've broken it down, there's 4 basic components to any ad or infomercial. There's 1, the problem, what's going on, what's going wrong, I need help. 2, the solution, the magical thing that's gonna fix that problem that we just brought up earlier. 3 is the features, what is so great about this solution that's gonna address every single problem you had or didn't know you had until someone shouted them at you. And then 4, the sale. So I have this thing, it has all these features, it's gonna solve this problem, give me X amount of dollars, and I'll sell it to you. So those are the 4 main components to any good or bad infomercial and advertisement. And believe it or not, they're the same things that you're gonna wanna use while you're filming your video for the Climate Innovation Challenge. You have a solution to a problem, and you want people to invest in it. You want them to think that's a great idea, but how do you let them know it's a good idea? Same thing. You present the problem that you're trying to solve, show your solution, show how it solves that problem, and make the sale. And 9 times out of 10, they'll buy it. Let's be honest. All right, so now let's put this into practice and make our very own infomercial ad, whatever you want to call it. We're starting off with an elevator pitch activity to do this. So it's called the elevator pitch because back in the old day when people rode elevators, I guess you used to ride elevators, but anyways, you would generally have 30 seconds or as much time to go from one floor or floor 1 to floor 3 to give your idea to someone. So you have to give the best points of your idea, or else they're going to walk out the door and think, what was that guy talking about in the elevator? He's bananas. So to do this, our activity consists of 4 steps. Starting with the very first one is we made up a bunch of crazy products that make no sense at all. I want you to pick one of those. So there's 7 products in all. I'll read them off to you. The first one is an 8-foot python. That's it, an 8-foot python. Second one is a refrigerator that has wheels and can bring your food and drinks to you. Number 3 is a milk carton that plays music as it pours. Number 4 is a suitcase with an electric engine and wheels. Number 5 is the electric unicycle, my favorite. Number 6, a Wi-Fi enabled smart toilet. And number 7, a Roomba that also cuts your hair. So pick one of those and solidify it in your brain, and that's what you're gonna be working with for the rest of this activity. So I'll give you some time to do that. All right, now that you have picked your product for review, step 2 is to write down all of the features you think that product has, and then also identify an audience. So that's really important to identify your audience. It might be a complex topic for some people, but you might do it all the time. So if you're trying to convince mom and dad to buy you something, you might try to sell it or talk about it differently than you would your brother or sister. So that's different audiences. If you're like, Mom, this toy will help me do all my homework so fast, I need to have it. You're like giving that to your audience. So that's, or your mom and dad who's your audience, that's a very specific sell. Other than your older brother, you're just like, bro, help me out, buy this toy. Very different ways of selling. So take some time, write down the features and write down your specific audience and see if those features line up with the audience. Step 3, now that you have your audience in mind and your list of amazing features of this product that you've picked, I want you to prioritize those from most important to least important. Because if you were running an ad during, let's say, the Super Bowl time, you only have 30 seconds. So you want to have the most relevant, the most important, the best of the best stuff at the very top, and all the stuff that doesn't really matter, just get rid of it, cut it out, because you won't have time for it. So if I'm talking about shoes, I might talk about how they protect your feet from stepping on sharp things, over just how they look. That's more of an important feature than aesthetics. So take some time and order them, or maybe just write a number next to it from most important to least important. And we are back for the final step, step 4. I hope everything was prioritized correctly, because like I said earlier, with ads on YouTube, you got that 15 seconds before you skip it. You want to fit all the best stuff into that 15 seconds before I skip your ad, because who knows, if it's important and I'm interested, I might watch the whole thing and not skip it. But anyways, you have your prioritized features. Now let's take some time with step 4 and write all of it onto a sticky note. So all the features, all the best stuff, you're gonna squeeze onto this little square right here, because it just so happens that everything that you can write on a sticky note takes about 30 seconds to say out loud. So if you can grab a sticky note or cut yourself a little square piece of paper, write everything down and take some time, practice with a friend, practice in your mirror, to your dog, your python, whatever, and run through the pitch, maybe change around some things if it's hard to say, if it doesn't make any sense, and really like nail it in so you can like close your eyes, no sticky note, just blast your pitch to anyone that walks into the room, you know? So give it that a shot, try it out, let's see how it goes. So just like you, I've got my 30 seconds remaining here on this sticky note. Now that you've taken everything that we've learned from this video and actually applied it, you can use that same framework, everything that we just did, but instead of an 8-foot python or a milk carton that plays music as you pour, apply it to your actual climate innovation challenge idea and walk through who the audience is. Is it a friend? Is it your legislators? Is it your classmates, parents, whoever it might be? Dial in that audience, figure out the features of your idea, your invention, whatever it may be, write it all down to a sticky note from most important to least important, and try the pitch again. Give it to, like I said, give it to some friends, anyone who might listen. Practice, 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 and we're gonna take all that you practiced and we're gonna try putting it into actual film format in the next video. So see you soon. Give it a shot.